Sir Adrian Carton de Wiart was a Belgian-born British Army officer who fought in 4 major wars over 6 decades and survived wounds, crashes, and capture, earning a reputation as one of the toughest men who ever lived.
Born into privilege in 1880 Brussels, he could have lived a quiet life of comfort, but instead he forged his own path. At just 20 years old, he dropped out of Oxford, lied about his age, and joined the British Army to fight in the Second Boer War in South Africa. He saw his first action there and was wounded, badly, but instead of returning home, he doubled down. War wasn't horror to him, it was purpose. From the beginning, war was in his blood. Later, he was shot in the hand. When the doctor wouldn't amputate 2 mangled fingers, Adrian ripped them off himself. Frankly, I had enjoyed the war. He returned to battle again and again. For his unmatched bravery, he was awarded the Victoria Cross, the highest military honor in the British Empire. Most would break. Adrian barely blinked. Then came World War I, the bloodiest conflict in human history. Adrian was in the thick of it. He fought on the Western Front, where men dropped like flies in mud-filled trenches. He was shot in the face, losing his left eye and part of his ear.
Between the wars, Adrian continued serving in British colonies. His body was half ruined, but his spirit was unshaken. He wore a black eye patch and had 1 empty sleeve. Yet his presence was commanding and more than a little eccentric. He didn't care for politics, small talk, or retirement. He was made for conflict. He was a living legend and didn't care who knew it. When World War II broke out, Adrian was almost 60. Most veterans would watch from the sidelines. Not him. He led a mission in Norway. On the return, his plane crashed into the Mediterranean. He survived. Again, captured by the Italians, he spent 2 years in a POW camp. He made 5 escape attempts, including digging tunnels and climbing walls. Even his captors began to admire him. They saw what the world already knew. Adrian Carton de Wiart was unbreakable. Eventually, he was released to serve as a peace envoy to China. In China, he worked with Chiang Kai-shek and helped navigate the stormy waters of global diplomacy. Finally, in 1947, Adrian retired. His body was a battlefield, missing an eye, a hand, riddled with scars. Yet he outlived nearly everyone. In 1950, he wrote his memoir, Happy Odyssey. It was modest, dry, and brutally honest. Just like him. He died in 1963 at the age of 83, a man who had every reason to die young, but never did. Adrian Carton de Wiart wasn't a superhero. He didn't have powers. He just refused to quit. His story isn't about bullets or medals. It's about the will to survive, to serve, and to fight no matter the odds. If you found this story unbelievable, hit like, comment your favorite part, and subscribe for more real stories of legendary warriors.